Good morning, kids. Today we'll start a new chapter, chapter 3, that is Movements of the Earth. Here in page number 19, you can see a picture of solar system. We all know that sun is at the center and the 8 planets move around the sun in a fixed path. This path is known as orbit and this movement is known as revolution. The first 4 planets, that is Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are known as the terrestrial planet because its surface is made up of rocks. Now the second picture you can see the Earth that moves around the sun. While moving around the sun, it also moves round and round on its own axis. This is known as rotation. So now Earth has 2 movements, that is rotation and revolution. Now here there is a question, you have to name the 2 movements of the Earth. You have to write the answer in your notebook. Write the question, the date and the chapter name. Now let's move to page number 20. Here there is a small diagram which shows the 2 types of movements of the Earth, rotation and revolution. Rotation results in day and night and revolution results in the different seasons. We will discuss it in detail. We see different positions of the sun. At noon, we see the sun is over our head. You can feel the heat and brightness. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. This shows you that the sun moves from one corner of the sky to the other corner. But actually, sun does not move. It is the planets and the earth which moves around the sun. Our planet Earth has 2 types of movements, that is rotation and revolution. We will discuss it one by one. Rotation means to spin. When you spin a top, you can see it rotates in its own axis. Same way, the Earth also rotates in its own axis. It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation and the direction is from west to east. Here you can see the sun and earth. You can see that the earth rotates on its own axis with a slightly slanted position. And you can see the tilted axis at a degree of 23.5 degree. Earth rotates at a speed of about 1600 kilometers per hour. Here you can see earth and sun. The earth is slightly slanted in position. You can see some part of the earth faces the sun and it experiences day. The other part is away from the sun and it experiences night. This day and night are caused by the earth's rotation. Now there is an activity in Think It Over. You have to shine a torch on a globe in a dark room. You will see that some part of the globe is bright and the other part is dark. Now you have to rotate the globe. Now you will see the dark portion becomes bright and the brighter one becomes dark. The question is, what do you understand from this activity about the rotation of the earth? You have to write your observations and comment in your notebook. Now we will discuss about the revolution. We know that in the solar system, all the planets including earth moves around the sun in a fixed orbit. This movement is known as revolution and the shape of the earth's orbit is elliptical in shape. Earth takes 365 1/4 days to complete one round of the sun. However, in calendar we have 365 days. So the balance 1/4 days is added up to 4 years in a row. This becomes 24 hours or 1 day. And this extra day is added to the February month. As a result, the year in which February has 29 days is called the leap year. So, the leap year has 366 days. The movement of the earth around the sun brings changes in the season. Now, what is a season? It is a division of the year marked by changes in the weather. Now, here you can see that earth is slanted in position, and when the north pole is tilted towards the sun, the northern hemisphere experiences summer. On the other side, the south pole is away from the sun and it experiences winter. There are times during the earth's revolution when the two poles are at equal distance from the sun, that is, neither towards the sun nor away from the sun. That time we experience spring and autumn. The tilt of the earth also shows variation in the length of day and night. You must have noticed that during summer the days are long and nights are short, and during winter you must have noticed the nights are long and days are short. Now, we will discuss about solstices and equinoxes. Here, in the northern hemisphere, during summer, the day continues to be long till 21st June. This is the longest day in the year and is known as summer solstice. After that, the length of the day decreases. In winter, the day continues to be short till 22nd December, and this is the shortest day of the year and it is known as winter solstice. There are 2 days in a year when the length of the day and night are equal. These 2 days the sun shines over the equator and it is known as the equinoxes. Here in the northern hemisphere, 20th March is known as the spring or vernal equinoxes and 23rd September is known as autumn or autumnal equinoxes. Now, here there is a think it over. The question is, why the revolution of the earth important for us? You have to write the answer in your notebook. And kids, do you know, at the North Pole and the South Pole, the sun does not set for 6 months during summer. Similarly, during winters at the poles, the sun does not rise for 6 months. Now, there is an activity for you. You have to draw the solstice and equinoxes in a chart paper. Send the picture of it to the school WhatsApp number. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.